Hey everyone, it's Jon Penberthy here. Welcome to this video on the channel here. Today I want to go into something that actually is considered a little bit more advanced than the kind of things I usually talk about here on the channel. But for those of you that are currently running YouTube advertisements or you would like to be, this is going to be very, very helpful and very educational. I'm going to show you, basically the proper way to launch a YouTube ad campaign to make sure that your account is learning the type of person that you want, the type of customer that you want, and then it helps go out there and find more people like that, which brings your costs down and has you acquiring more leads for cheaper, which is really cool. So I'm gonna get into that right now. So check it out. I wanna talk about something really, really cool. Firstly, we've got a few different ad accounts. This is like a little side thing I wasn't even planning on mentioning, but one thing with running YouTube ads, and by the way, it's on Google, because Google own YouTube, so their advertising platform is blended together, a bit like how you would log into Facebook to run an Instagram ad, all right? So the same thing here. So we're logging into Google to run a YouTube ad. They're getting smarter. So when you start to train your account for the type of customer that you want, they're getting very, very good at finding more people like that. So we separate our ad accounts out. For the different products that I have in my product line, I have a different ad account for the ads that are promoting that particular product, right? So we've got one of our accounts here. This one's reached about almost 19 million people. So we've got some good data in here. And what I've done is I've just gone over to here to campaigns. And what I want to show you here, in fact, we've got some, this is just kind of like me just kind of, showing off, but we've got some really, really good campaigns going. We've got webinar registrations coming in at 288 and 337. We've got some really, really good campaigns going. And so what I'm about to share with you is, it kind of plays into this. So here's what most people do. They come onto YouTube, they go, I'm excited, YouTube ad is where I need to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch a YouTube ad campaign. So they go over here and they click on new campaign, all right? And this is the page where you're probably gonna get stuck and make a big mistake, and it's gonna be very costly, okay? What most people do is they come in here and they go, right, here's the, Google's asking me for my objective. So I'm gonna, sales, that sounds good. I want some sales. So they're gonna select sales. Maybe they're gonna go, yeah, I want leads. They're gonna click on leads or website traffic or product and brand consideration. They're gonna pick one of these campaign objectives, okay? This is where your whole account is gonna flop and fall on its face before you even start. And here's why. With Google, they've got something very similar to the Facebook pixel. If you're familiar with Facebook and you run ads over there, something called a Facebook pixel is a little piece of code that basically gives Facebook information on how your ads are performing, how your websites are performing, and starts to gather that data and get a good idea of what customer you want for your business. Same thing over here on Google. They've got something similar. Google's equivalent to a Facebook pixel is their Google tag, right? Now, first things first, I'm not going to teach this now because it takes a little while, but you've got to have your Google tag set up correctly, right? So just maybe search on YouTube for something else. Or if you want to come in, I've got a whole full training program if you want to come in and join that. But you've got to get your Google tag set up properly, okay? And that's where you're going to be ready to start collecting data. At this point, when you first launch a YouTube campaign, your Google tag and your Google account does not have any data on the type of person that you want, even the type of traffic that you want. So if you select a campaign objective, it's not gonna know what kind of website traffic to find. It's not gonna know what kind of lead you want or what kind of sales you want. So here's how you start. You start with create a campaign without a goals guidance, okay? And you're gonna go ahead and select that. We're gonna go with a pre-roll and an in-stream ad, that's my favorite, and then we're gonna click on custom video campaign and click continue. So now when you come through, here's the interesting thing that I wanna show you. We're gonna ignore a lot of this for now because we haven't got time to go into it, but the most important thing, I'm gonna scroll down and we're gonna go here to, where's it gone? I've lost it. Here you go, bidding strategy, okay? What you're gonna see is that it's selected to maximum CPV, which stands for maximum cost per view. You are gonna tell YouTube how much you're willing to pay for a view on this video ad, all right? So if I just open this up and see what other options we've got, here's what's interesting. Most of this stuff is grayed out. We can't use it. Target CPA, I'm gonna come back and talk about, and maximize conversions, I'm gonna come back and talk about here in just a minute, but we can't even use them right now, okay? We've got to go with maximize. In fact, you can also select target CPM, but you don't want to do that, okay? Maximum CPV. We're going to come down here and select what our maximum cost per view actually is. So you might put it to something like 10 cents if you're in America, or 10 pence if you're in the UK, all right? So we're going to put it like that. What's going to happen is you're going to run your ad to whatever keywords or topics or placements you want to run them to, or whatever audience you're putting it out to, and you're gonna start to run these ads, and you're gonna start to generate some leads, okay? It doesn't matter how long that takes or how much it costs, but eventually, okay, you're paying for some ads, you're probably gonna get some leads, okay? Or you're gonna get some website visitors coming to your page. And your Google tag is going to start to learn, right? Someone sees your ad, comes to your website and opts into your world, into your sales funnel, whatever it is, and your Google tag goes, oh, another one just joined. Okay, let's get a good idea of let's use our thousands of different, data points and find out what type of person that is. Okay, got it. Second one comes in. Oh, what similarities do they have? Third one, fourth one. And when you've got 30 conversions, 30 people, that's all it takes. Google's got a really good idea of who it is that you are targeting and trying to go after. So then what we do is we now switch the campaign from cost per view, and I'm going to exit this to show you how we start again. Once you've got 30 conversions, that's when you launch a new campaign, and we're actually going to use an objective. And what we're going to use now is website traffic. Don't worry about leads or sales, website traffic. Same again, video, same again, continue. And what you're going to do now is going to come down, bidding strategy. Look at this. Target CPA and maximize conversions are available, but the others are grayed out. Okay, because now we're using the data from our Google tag to go out there and find more people like that. So what you want to use is target CPA. That stands for target cost per action. Okay, cost per acquisition. So what we're doing is we're saying to YouTube, this is how much I want to pay to acquire a conversion. Whether that's for you a lead, a visitor, a sale, doesn't matter. Whatever for you in your business is the first conversion that happens, you're going to tell YouTube how much you want to pay for that conversion event to happen. And maximize conversions is basically giving YouTube a budget and saying, here's £100 or $100, go and find me as many conversions as you possibly can cram into that, right? I don't suggest starting off with that. I suggest starting off with target CPA. So then you can literally put in here the how much you want to pay for a lead. So for me, check this out. I know that I can afford to pay easily £5 to acquire a website registration. So I'm gonna go ahead and type £5 in there. So now YouTube is gonna start running this ad, and they are only gonna show it to people who they believe can convert into a lead or a customer for less than £5. And I'll show you how consistent this is. We've had our target CPA set at £5 across the lifetime of this account. And look at this. These are our all-time stats. We've spent about 300,000 US dollars, about 240,000 pounds, got 19 million impressions, 50,000 conversions at 477 on average. You see that? So you can even scale and they'll keep it within there, right? Now there is a bit of a strategy to target CPA to really get it working. We do some funky stuff. We do a whole hour's tutorial just on that in our course. But that's essentially what you're trying to achieve here, right? You're gonna go for create a campaign without a goals guidance to start, manual cost per view, wait for 30 conversions, and then you're gonna go ahead and switch a campaign to target CPA, right? So I've probably spoken quite fast. If you have no idea about this stuff, you're probably more confused than when you came, but hopefully there's some of you that have jumped on here and at least grabbed a little bit of knowledge from this, and hopefully you apply it into what you're doing and get some good results, all right? So anyway, that's the end of this video. I wanted to just show that's the proper way to launch campaigns on YouTube. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, then here's what you can do next. There's a link in the description box to a free training that I've got all about YouTube ads. I'll show you not only why they're so powerful and how I use them, but I'm gonna literally give you raw and behind the scenes case studies of how I'm using YouTube to get just stupid results. I mean, it's like nothing else you've ever seen. So there's that web class down there below, and on that web class, I will actually open up enrollment into a training program that I've got that goes into all this stuff in excruciating detail. So you can also hear about that as well. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And also feel free to browse the rest of this channel. Got some other good stuff here that I think you'll enjoy. All right, see you in a future video.